So we definitely really want people who are open to learning and who want that to be a part of their job every day. And we also want people who are able to have discussions with their coworkers, maybe not about something that they're experts in, but something they want to learn about. And because everyone here has different areas of knowledge, and it might be related to their job, it might not be, but we all really like to just talk to each other and over lunch or during our teas, which are Thursday evening assemblies, where we just ask each other how we're doing, what projects we're working on, what exciting news is coming out of our departments, and we also talk a lot about different issues in the education sphere.
That's something I've really enjoyed about this job, is I'm getting a chance to learn a lot of things that I've wanted to learn about for a long time. Our KE team has a book club. We've also been bringing in about once a month. We've had seminars of various people in education and sort of some business side of education. So from their talks, I've just had a chance to learn a lot about a field that I've wanted actually to get into for a while.
I think something that's great about having program coordinators and people who are directly working with the schools is that they can come back, and although I and Nathaniel don't necessarily work with the teachers and the schools every single day, we get to hear these fantastic stories and share the excitement. And I think there's a lot of we're trying to really foster that here.
I think because we work in a education reform, we kind of have this reform approach to organizational structure, where if something's not working, you just go ahead and change it and think about the best way to do it. You talk about creating a solution and then you implement it. So the fact that you have this mobility to use your ideas and talk to people higher up in the organization than you and actually enact change in real time is something that's fulfilling that I didn't get in my being in the corporate world, where it was much more vertical and process driven. You couldn't really break the rules all the time. Not that I'd break the rules all the time.
Yeah, I don't think we're breaking rules so much as just creating better rules.
Fixing things that are broken.
On the whole, most people here are managing their time independently, managing their projects independently, and obviously are expected to produce results and are expected to meet deadlines when necessary, but otherwise everything is very much on your own terms. And I really like that. I mean, that's one of the great things about working at Reasoning Mind, but it's also something you need to keep in mind if you're a new person coming in, is that there's not going to be someone holding your hand the entire time unless you ask for it. I mean, if you need additional management or help, then we have a great team of managers who are more than willing to give their time to that.
People have a very strong work ethic. They feel like they're part of a team and they want to meet those goals. So if that means occasionally putting in extra time on an evening or weekend, they'll sort of do that at their own initiative.
I think Reasoning Mind is a very hard-working nonprofit. I had different background than I think a lot of the people here, and so coming to the job, I wasn't sure what the workload was going to look like or how it was going to be managed. I think the reason why you're allowed to be independent, you're allowed to manage your time, and there's also a lot of great work and a large volume of work getting done, is because we reform ourselves to fit the needs of the different departments. So there isn't a staunch management style that's been employed by Alex K and is yelled out of a megaphone like everyone will return to their desks in 5 minutes or something. Every department has their style.
Kind of hilarious if he did that.
We should have an announcement, morning announcements though. I've been thinking about that.
Morning announcements, really?